This honestly might be the best kept secret I've ever had. We officially did it again. We kind of sort of stayed on the ship for Progreso too. We decided that I was gonna keep things similar to what we did yesterday in Cozumel, but switch it up just a teensy bit. And that truly surprised me. Hello, good morning, and welcome back to another Fam Bam vlog. Today, we are docked in Progreso. We are in Progreso. We literally opened up our shades, looked out the window, and here we are sitting at the port of Progreso. And today, we're going to be making a very similar choice to yesterday. If you go back and you watch our how much was this trip where I broke down the exact budget, go back and check that video out. I actually in that video mentioned that we were going to be doing an excursion here in Progreso because we had never been to this stop before. We had talked about getting off. We had also weighed the pros and cons of not getting off, and ultimately that led me to making the decision basically when we docked this morning. So after yesterday of staying on the ship in Cozumel, if you have not yet, go back and check that video out. I'll link it somewhere up here. We realized how much more calm the ship feels during the port days. But today we decided that I was gonna keep things similar to what we did yesterday in Cozumel, but switch it up just a teensy bit. The true difference from this being from like a standard quote unquote like sea day is that it just feels totally different from a sea day. You don't have all the busyness. I mean, think about it, like whenever you're out on a sea day, everyone is looking to come outside, especially if you have 2 sea days back to back. I know that we've had a little bit longer of cruises than what we have taken this time, and by your second or third sea day in a row when you're traveling to your place, it can get a little repetitive. You're like trying to find your groove. You're also competing with everyone else who's also trying to find their groove, and they're all excited going to the same things, which is most likely your Lido deck or the marketplace, Windjammer, etc., whatever cruise that you're on. Whereas when you personally choose to go ahead and stay on the ship during a port day, everyone's going out. They've got their excursions booked. They've got all the activities that they're going to do, whereas then you're getting more of like a personal and private experience. It's almost giving that vibe of like a private resort. Truly, the buffet is still the winner for me. I mean, they have everything that you could possibly think of and whatever you're in the mood for. I have been so impressed with Carnival's buffet. Like actually so impressed that we've basically eaten all of our meals here with the exception of like 2 or 3. This might actually be my favorite time to eat on board because again, you're not competing with any crowds. It's just the select few of people who have decided to sit out this specific port and stay on board to enjoy what the ship has to offer. And honestly, I can say too that my kids, being quote unquote more like picky eaters, have definitely enjoyed eating at the Lido marketplace. This has also been another one of my absolute highlights of staying on ship during a port day is the Camp Ocean that they have on board for the kids. So the kids club, they actually stay open all day, and just something to note is that they actually allow parents to drop their children off to get off ship where they don't have to bring their kids. So that is an option if someone was open to doing that. But dropping the kids off here felt so much slower. It also allowed me to kind of go and sit out, get some sun, just kind of rest for a bit and reset before picking the kids up for more crazy fun activities. But doing the Camp Ocean during this time was a lot less stimulating. They had more structured plans as far as like making Play-Doh, doing crafts, focusing on like marine life, and that truly surprised me. It wasn't packed either because again, a lot of families had all those excursions planned. So when I dropped the kids off at this point, there were still only like 5 or 6 kids that were actually inside of there. So it was also a lot more one-on-one time for my kiddos.
All right, come on, babe.
Well done, smile. Wow, those bottles are so cool.
How fun!
Of staying on board, which by the way, in all the years we've cruised, I've never done this. I've always gotten off at the port. I have to say, if you love excursions, and I am personally someone who genuinely loves getting to immerse yourself in the culture and getting to experience the highlights of that the excursions bring, absolutely go. But if you have cruised to that specific location before, this honestly might be the best kept secret I've ever had. Sea days are so much fun, but port days, staying on board, are like a different level of peaceful. You get the private, the more like inclusiveness. You basically get everything to yourself. And this was 1000% worth it for the kiddos and I. It's official. I hate saying this, but tomorrow is our final and very last sea day for this trip. Finley is feeling a little happy about it
because I get to see Dad.
I am also very, very excited to get home to see Dad, but I am also sad that we're going to be leaving this ship and all the adventures that we've had. It just means we'll have to book another trip.
For my birthday.
Yeah.
Mom, will we have to find all the ducks?
We are going to be on a major duck hunt tomorrow.
It's gonna take at least 2 hours to find.
I think so.
Yeah.
With tomorrow being our last sea day and basically our last full day on this trip, I feel like it's gonna actually hit me that tomorrow that like our trip is actually over. Thank y'all so much for joining us, and we'll see you tomorrow. Good night.
Bye.